a Hall of Famer. He's an all-pro. He was one of the best college players of all time. He might be the best athlete next to maybe Bo Jackson, but I think he might be the best athlete of all time. Athlete.
Period.
Period.
Wow.
He was in the major leagues, played in the World Series. He also played in the Super Bowl, won Super Bowl. And think about this. He was playing in Major League Baseball games and National Football games in the pros in the same day. In the same 24 hours.
Wow.
This man was sick. It's none other than prime time, Deion Sanders. And we believe that he's the mentor that a lot of our children, a lot of the people, a lot of older and younger people, we need.
Yeah. And you know, so me personally, I don't know a whole lot about sports, right? But the things that you've been telling me about Deion Sanders has been very inspiring. And then the clips that I've seen of how he interacts with the kids on his team and just the way he speaks and carries himself. I do see him as somebody that would be a mentor that I would want my children to be exposed to.
Man, look, if I got kids and they're going to high school, I'm trying to get them to Deion. Because Deion is teaching real principles. He's not just trying to get people to make touchdowns and make field goals and make sure they're winning games. He's trying to have these kids win in life. I just heard him with an idea when I think he was talking to Taylor Rooks, and this is the interview that came out today, which just came out. And he was talking to her and saying, I know that 85% of my kids are not going to make it to the pros. Even with all the marketing and everything that he just said, 80 to 85 plus % of my kids not going to make it to the NFL. So he knows that. That means only 15, maybe 10, 15, 20% of his kids is going to make it to the NFL. He said, how about just like the NFL has drafts where they draft kids to the NFL, why when we have a draft to have these other kids get into six-figure opportunities once they get out of college?
Ooh.
Like, why don't we give them a draft? Because they got leadership abilities.
Yep.
They have the grades for it. Why are we going to throw them to the wolves because we discard them because they didn't make it to the pros? I like how he thinks.
Yep.
He's thinking for that grandma that sent their baby with their last little bit of money to college. He's thinking about that for the single mom. He's thinking for the dads out there, the stepdads out there. He's thinking for the family units that want to be able to send their kids to the best programs, get the best educations, and then not only learn about football, but learn about life as a man. Where things like for this, I had to figure out on my own. I had to make the mistakes, but he's having coaches come through, sitting these kids down. He's coming with the mentality of like, nah, you are great. One of the dopest quotes that I heard him say, and I'll let you chime in on this one. One of the dopest quotes he said was this: you don't gotta be the best. I just want you to give your best. And for me, that was a game changer because I'm thinking like, damn, I'm always feeling like you gotta be perfect. Why do you gotta be perfect? You only gotta be perfect if you're comparing yourself to other people. But if you're giving your absolute best, then you don't got to worry about the comparisons because you give what God gave you in that period of time, allowing yourself to grow. And guess what? You give your best. It's probably better than what you was going to give before.
Yep. I love that because for me, the way I see it is it makes you introspectively see, well, how can I advance what I already have within me instead of making my pedestal match everybody else's and do what they're doing when they're not you. They don't have the same gifts as you.
Right.
They weren't raised up the same way as you. So to be able to pour into these kids and be like, man, I just want you to give your best. Is that what the words he said?
Yeah. He said, I don't want you to be, you don't have to be the best. So you don't push that pressure on them to be the best on the team or be the best in anything. Give your best.
I love that because that for me is a natural, innate need to just be fire at whatever you're doing. Like, I love that.
Man, everywhere this man's went, he's winning. When he was playing in youth football, won. When he played high school, won. When he played in college, won. When he played in the pros, won. When he started college, when he started doing his broadcasting, he was winning in broadcasting. And then coming out of broadcasting and do coaches from youth all the way through college, winning. He's changing programs everywhere he goes. Every time they're doubting him, there's a lot of haters out there that's been hating on him, wanting him to lose. His next game coming up is against Oregon, coming up this Saturday. People's wanting him to lose, but he don't care. He understands himself. He understands his kids, and he's not only doing this with like all these other kids, but he's also mentoring his own sons. And we got a black father that has the mom, the father in the home with with Shador and with Shiloh, which is kids, and he's helping them become grown men and giving them opportunities. He even got every one of his kids with their their Instagram on the back of their jersey, so they can help. So it can help them get NIL deals, which is that's for people that don't know. That's name, image, and likeness. Back in the day, as a college player, you would have a whole bunch of your jerseys sold or any type your face be on video games, and you wouldn't receive a penny of that. Only people that receive the money is the schools will receive the money or the NCAA. But you as an individual, even though they're making money on your name and your image and your likeness, back in the day, you wouldn't get not a dime, not a penny. But now, since they have these NIL deals that's legal now, his son is estimated to get around $6 to $10 million. Sheesh. Think about that. Think about that. This is what he's doing, man. So I just want to put some videos and show some mentality of what he's been doing. Show what he's doing, the programs, how he did it to Jackson State, and what he's doing to Colorado. And for people that don't know, Colorado was 1-11 last year. 1-11.
They're undefeated so far, right?
This year they're 3-0. They already beat TCU, which was the team that went to the national championship last year and lost. They were the runner-ups. They lost to Georgia in the national championship. Then the next week they beat Nebraska. They used to be a powerhouse, but there's still no pushover. And then they had their rivalry game against Colorado State that had the most viewers in history. I forgot which category. I think it's like nighttime games. There have never been more streams, more viewers on a game than that particular game. And it was like at 11 or 12 o'clock at night.
That's dope.
And his guy with his glasses, he sold $1 million in 24 hours. That's $4 million in like 4 days. Crazy. Anyway, let's check out some of these clips of his because he's killing the game, and you can only respect it. You really can only respect it. Look at this video right here of how he's changed the game. Let's make sure y'all can see it. Y'all can see it. Let's take this off real quick. Yeah, y'all can see that. Yeah, y'all can see that. Let's see how he's changed. Let's see how he's changed the freaking game. Let's go. Let's go.
Wow.
That's the Deion effect right here. Let's see that one more time. Deion effect. Look at this. They're sold out of home tickets. Tickets for like $500 plus. You know what's crazy about this? You know what's crazy about this? The school knew that when Deion was coming over, they didn't think that they couldn't afford him. They didn't have the money to afford his contract. You know what they said? They believed in him. Check this out. They said, we don't have the money, but we hope we think we will get it.
Somehow. Sure. Look at this.
Look at this.
Overflowing the stadium.
Wild. Isn't that crazy?
Dang.
It's pretty crazy. It's nuts. It's his mentality, y'all. It's his mentality. It's how he's thinking. It's how he's thinking. He's not caring about these other people and what they care about him. He has his abilities inside of himself. He's sure of himself. He gives his best to himself. And that oozes into his teams. And that's why they win, because of this mentality right here.
Me. What about me would make you think that I care about your opinion of me? Your opinion of me is not the opinion that I have of myself. You ain't make me, so you can't break me.
That's right.
You didn't build me, so you can't kill me. You know what? God established me. So you ain't nothing you could do to me. I've been him. I've been a difference maker, a game changer. I've been that guy. So what would change? Not a darn thing. I'm not even playing the game, and you got an opinion of me. I'm not even on the field. But I love it, but I don't care. And I wish the world thought like that. Youngsters, if you're out there right now, do not give a darn what opinion people have of you. Long as that opinion is not consistent of that of yourself. You be you. I'm not planning to make you feel good about me. I already feel good about me. I'm good. Message for the youngsters out there and the old school, not old fools.
I love it.
You see that? I would want my kid to hear that.
That's a whole other mindset. It's like unlocking something, because I feel like as kids, they spend so much time creating an image based off of what people think about them, what they
Exactly.
think people want to see, or what people want them to be. And to just be like, yo, like, it's just you and God and what you feel like you should be.
Exactly.
Like, I love that.
Like, man, he said he don't care about what other people think of him. You didn't make him, so you can't break him. God.
He said so many quotes that I feel like should be sold in a painting at Ross.
He's nice.
Like,
he got the linguistic skills,
he
baby.
does, for real.
Let's look at this one. Look at what he teaches his team. Look what he teaches his team. And I think that this is the type of stuff that you got to teach your team in anything you do. Whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're just in life, whether you got some kids, you got to teach your squad not how to just win. You got to teach them how to dominate.
Bring you in here to just compete. We brought you in here to dominate. Am I right or wrong? Is there anything about me, any sense of life that I give you that I'm not here to dominate? We're not just here to win. We're here to dominate. I don't like to question what you think the record going to be. Well, shoot, I really want to say we're going to win it all. Because that's the way I think. But that gets controversial. Then I put y'all on the hook. And I don't know if y'all built for that right now. We're going through the summer to see if you built for that. Who built for it? Who built for it? Now, who built to ride with me? Who built to get with me? Who built to talk that talk and walk that walk? Who is built like that?
My guy is nice. Hey, you see his shirt? See what his shirt said? He's always recruiting. He's always recruiting.
Wait, what did his shirt say?
His shirt says, "I ain't hard to find."
Oh, dang.
He's nice. He's nice. So look, he's selling his own merch. He's on. I was watching the game against Colorado, and he literally was on every commercial. The man is a marketer. And the last coach on Colorado State was talking about, hey, when I speak to adults, I take my glasses and my hat off like my mama taught me. That's what he said. And he took that personally. And they almost won the game. Colorado State came in, really almost won that game. It was a nice game. It was probably one of the dopest college games I've seen. Even though it was sloppy, it was a really good game. I liked it. It was a great game too. It had me on the edge of my seat. But he just has this thing about him where he's like, man, I'm here to shine. I'm here to dominate. And I love the spirit. And, you know, because he makes other people feel uncomfortable, they start to hate on him. But that's not a problem. He says, that's not a problem with me. That's a problem with him. That's a problem with them.
With them, yep.
And so he's always constantly recruiting. I got another video with him and Shannon Sharp, you know, where they're talking about, you know, why he's the best recruiter in the nation right now. But I don't think we need to really play that. I just think that he right now, Deion is the mentor we need.
I agree.
And
I do.
We keep this up. I want to be able to just like learn from him why he's doing this, because it's a blessing. It's one of those things that's a blessing. We don't know how long this is gonna last. I don't know if he loses and things gonna happen. If he, you know, but
even with the team losing, I feel like just the mindset that he exudes and he pours out into the world is needed on so many levels. Like, it's not just in sports. Like, in the midst of this crazy, all these things we talked about today, you know, with AI and the way family is changing and just everything in between that, like, having the right mindset, you can overcome anything.
Big time.
Having the right mindset is going to enable you to stick to your guns and to stick to what's true to you and to your family, and not morph into something that the world is trying to create us to be.
Man, dude, he's amazing. And I wish nothing but the best for Colorado. I really hope that they beat Oregon. I want them to beat. I am on the bandwagon fan. I'm a bandwagon Colorado. He brought me back to college football. I wasn't watching it before that.
A lot of people weren't watching.
I wasn't watching it, but I'm so interested. I have like my ESPN app, like ping me, like ping me. I like ping me. I need to know when his games is coming on, what time, because I need to watch it. I'm gonna stop what I'm doing to watch it because I love what he's doing. I love the fact that he's marketing his team, that he's not just thinking about their past, they're thinking about his present, and he's trying to get them to a future. You know what I'm saying? And he did it in a different way. He's doing it different than any other coach has ever done it, but not just coaching. He's trying to help these men become men. He's bringing people in. Check this out before we go. He brought in Brittany Renner. You know who that is? She's like
I've heard her name.
Yeah. So he brought her in because she would go after athletes to get, you know, relationships, money, sex, whatever it is. However, she was pretty open about it, right? but he brought her in to talk to his team so that his team can know the dangers of women like her.
Oh, and she agreed?
Yeah, she was just putting them up on game. Hey, this is what I do. This is how it is. This is how we move.
What? I have never heard of a coach doing that.
Nobody.
That's just kind of something that's not really said. It's like small talk. Hey, bro, you better watch out for these females.
Yeah, but
it was a lesson.
It was a lesson.
I love that.
He brought her in, and she did an amazing job. And so like, and I'm not putting her down. She did an amazing job of being able to say. She said, "I got more checks in my DMs than Nike." What? Because she knows how the game goes.
Dang.
And so she's trying to put people on game. And I'm just looking at it, it's like, he knows a man that hasn't played in the NFL for 25 years. It's not like he's been in the NFL. He still has this grip on the youth, and the youth respect him, but he's allowing them to have fun, but doing it with discipline, doing it with morals, doing it the right way.